And welcome back to Train Sim World 5 for the final set of video for the farewell tour, and we're taking a look at all the gameplay packs that I've released during Train Sim World 5.0. Starting off with the HKA, which is what we're currently on. And then we'll be having you know what I'm doing order-wise, so we're looking at the Christmas for the San Bernardino, HS Poly 6, Cargo Line Volume 3, Cargo Line Volume 4, East Coast Main 9, a Diesel Rail Tour, and also the DBBR 111 for Frankfurt Fulda. It will be in no particular order, but I thought I'd start with a shed. So, and also to say, none of these packs that you will be seeing on this video are in fact coming to Epic Games. Sorry, Epic people, as you're missing out on all these packs. And I just need to iron myself. I didn't actually put the video on the private. Tablet, behave. Tablet, behave. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to go and check out the other videos in the, as it were, playtime for this one. And at the same time, don't forget to go and check out Train Sim World 6 videos, which should in theory be appearing on the channel by now for you lot. So I will obviously say, don't forget to like button, hit the subscribe button, and enjoy. Oh wait, I never sent it up by, that's why. That's why I don't see it though. So once again, I'm doing this pretty much well in advance, so if you haven't done so already, don't forget to also go and check out the video on Peninsula Corridor as we go on what is going on with that route, and if it is coming to Epic Games or not, I don't know. I thought the game was going to crash them. As I said, we won't be spending too much time in this pack, but we were spending a decent time to have a look at things. There you go. They're all empty. Knuckle coupler. Knuckle coupler. Normal coupling hook. Thing to you too. Obviously this pack is actually more or less a scenario thing, and these were only just put in because why not situation, I think, from Dovetail. And this pack was released before I think the timetable got an update, as it were. So yeah, on to that one. So, and this was actually the first or second technically? No, it was the first technically. No, technically the second actually, if you count the Deluxe Locos, aka the Pendolino, which you've seen fly past, and the Flux Train that came out. Then this came out alongside the Christmas and, or not, no it wasn't, it came out afterwards actually, before Christmas, didn't it? This came out, I'm thinking of it. And these were the first things that were exclusive to Gen 9 and PC players, and that's obviously a trend that has continued going with a couple DLCs here and there. So I think I'll get back up to 60 and we'll do a flyby. Then we'll move on to one of the others. I don't know what that will be at this current point of time. But obviously there's only 2 American bits of content on here. And 1 German. And 4 British. So I think might take a pick on for a European one. No, we'll do American actually. I've decided, no, we will do an American one after this. But what I do not know, yes, I will be picking a Christmas thing in summer, but or September time. Ding to you too. Let's go up here. Hopefully no Pendolino will shoot past and block the view, but oh well. One of these will have, will be for a loveliness screenshot. Or should I do them all? No, actually, stuff it. They all get a screenshot, and then I will pick from that lot, as it were. Don't want rotation, I want that. Do this quickly so I can get this all done, and you will see me do this. For that, I actually want that in shot a bit more. I want the DB still in shot though. And flung that down there, and flung it onto the those, so it actually puts them into the full amount of view, and that will do. And that will do, and that will do. So that will be one of them, but what will I do? I do not know. But anyway. So this is going to be the only video that will be edited, but there. So obviously I'm going to leave this part of this video here. And I will move on to the next one, which will either be the HS46 or the Christmas one. I do not know. And I will see you in that one. Let's move on to the next one, whatever that one will be. And we move on to Boston Sprinter for the HS46. As it slowly comes out of Boston. I didn't die that well, did I? Anyway. So yeah, we're on to a bit more of a recent gameplay pack to release, which once again isn't coming to Epic Games. Sorry, Epic. As we slowly make our way out of Boston. Obviously, if you owned Boston to Wilchester, you will get this for completely free in Train Sim World 5. That will probably not continue in Train Sim World 6, and I'm going to say that no. It probably will not, and probably hasn't continued. But yeah, one right. Not much point to just land the coast. So obviously if you're on the Boston to Rochester, you will be up on those tracks over that side, while we are on these 3 up here. If I go to the map you can see clearly there. Then they split off and go up here. Instead of going pretty much straight down west, we're going south. We won't be going the whole way down to Providence, which is what this is a service for, but there, like you know, it will only be a couple of minutes of video. just to do quite a few of these, and is the only one outside of farewell to do on this will be edited. But I will go after Back Bay because I need to get a screenshot as well, because any of these will be the thumbnail. Instead of the last one, which was HSK, which was obviously the HKA, we can actually try and get the loco into this as well a bit more. So I'll let you have some sounds. And obviously this does in fact come with the double deckers, and they do have now a mix on this route as well between single and double decker cars, which in fact we do have ourselves on this set. I'm not stopping up here like it seems it wants us to do, because that's definitely not the stopping point. So we'll go now. Okay, got double, single, then doubles, but it's still a mix. Sometimes you might actually even get the cab car as the single decker, but in this we've only got it as a standard car. Does this route? No, this one doesn't need it. The platforms are raised anyway. So what are we doing? We go out, stop. Yeah, we won't be going that far. So we'll go. Yeah, we'll probably just about get up to. We might or not, might not. I don't know. Probably might. I'm going to say stuff. Trying to have it. It's no more than 10 minutes. I'm going for. It almost has an Electro Star sound effect to this. I've just noticed in the headset with the headset on. So, obviously we can go up to 79 kilometers an hour, I think, in this one. Or not, I haven't got a clue, because I can't see anything. All I want to do is burst out the tunnel. Come on. That will do. That will also do. Brake, and also now. So we get a screenshot as well to remember us in this occasion, and we're driving 2029 as well. Give or take, I might even be to set the route time. Yeah. Unlike the bit for the HKA, we're not focusing on the wagon as well. We are low code as well, and you see the double, single, double, double, double. So that's even perfect. So after this, we're going back to British, whatever. And I don't know if it will be Cargo Volume 4, Cargo Line Volume 3, the East Coast Main Line Diesel Rail Tour Pack, but it will be one of them. So, as we come into regions here, I'll stop and then move on. So obviously this is the HSB46 for Boston Sprinter. It is free if you have Boston to Worcester. But that might not be the case in Train Sim World 6. I'm just going to save that now, just so it saves my skin and dovetails in some respects. So that was HS46. Let's move on to the next gameplay pack. Whatever that will be, you're going to find out very much. Well, I think the growl in the background on the route might give it away. Yep, we've got Isambard Kingdom Burnout. And this lovely coaching came with the route. We've only got a short of right, we haven't got a long one, but there. Oh, hello. I did not expect that one to come in. That's something which I do wish they do was the sound is there. But hear the air pump going. Hear the air pump, hear the air pump, hear the air pump, hear the air pump, hear the air pump. Anyway. Off we drop. Anyway. Obviously for quite a few people this is very much not a good pack. I don't mind it. These coaches are good though. Did not see that livery come up. So, obviously the coaches are probably the more useful bits, but because obviously you can make a lot of stock for it. AKA like I have done with the class 33 has got these, I believe 37's got these, and I think the 52 might even have these to be used in free roam. I will only go up to 75 because that's technically what we should be doing, because this is technically a rail tour. Anyway. And I will state this is a free roamed run because you only get scenarios for this. They have still not actually put this into a run for as it were, anything to do with a timetable run. But the loco itself does in fact layer onto the West Coast Main Line over Chap and also West Somerset Railway. Once again, as I've said 2 times already, you'll not be getting this pack on Epic Games as it stands. If that changes, it could, but I highly doubt that it will. Know what I need to do. If I remember rightly, people say that back is a bit long and so forth. That end or is it 6 end? No, it's this end here. That's different than that end. Because of an accident, if I remember rightly. I'm going back in here so I can talk. So he won't stick around for too much time. But there you go. Obviously this is still the only loco add-on that the dev team did for this. Obviously in the pack you do get a class 40 as well to go along with it, and scenario for that as well. And if I remember correctly, no, it's a 45. 44? 40? No, it's a 40. That will in fact layer onto any of the stuff, that routes that have a 40 as that is on it as a substitution. And yes, we have got suspension on this train, on the loco, and falling stock. As we fit 75, I will back off. As you can tell, we're short. Is this something that I can actually do in the future, though? I'll put a flipping tail light on these. Anyway. So I think it's a good pack in some respects, because it does have that famous person on there. And also, they're 3D. And in some respects, it's the only class 47 that's in the game that is in a somewhat of a modern time period. Oh, you bastard. Excuse my language. The DVD has decided to get me. On and off just to release. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna shut off for a little bit. Might as well chuck some clag up into the air. Anyway. So obviously there's not much different in this to a normal 47. Or sounds at all. There's actually no sign of the modern. Oh god. Oh yeah, I've got to add that crash, didn't I? As for why everything comes up, I've not ever found flippingly touched this before. But there. I'm just gonna have a laugh. Is there anything behind me yet? Not yet. Flying Scotsman hasn't left yet. 24s when you leave. Oh god, you're behind. Going to be behind the fast train, which it will be stuck behind. Obviously, we're not going the full way. Shut up. To Donny, back there. So actually I think it's about time we can do one of these. Just to put this into memory. Then we will move into another route, which will most probably be, well wait, let's do it that way. Be on a German route. So if I just do this, you can see it a bit better. All this is obviously different to what all Wolf 47s look like. That's a different front. Off a different front end there. This is the normal front end here. Once again, 3D. Anyway. Once again, let's go and do a flyby. Not down here though. Up here perhaps a little bit. What way is the sun going? Where's the sun? Up there. Over here. That'll do. I can't zoom in because of that bloody bug. But what will come up next? Well, I think you can kind of guess, because it's the only German gameplay pack that's out there. And I will see you in that one. Moving on. With the type of throttle we've got, you can probably guess what we've got. Or you might have to by the sound. Yeah, went to part in a very laggy hello. Wish I didn't do that now because it was a bit pointless. Anyway. So this is a service from Hanau to Frankfurt. This came out at the same time as the HKA packs. Once again, this was an exclusive pack to Gen 9 and PC users. And come Train Sim World 6, this will be exclusive to Gen 9 and Steam players. Because once again, I'm a broken record, this is not coming to you on Epic Games. Sorry there. But this does in fact give Frankfurt Folder a brand new timetable to have a play with. Yes, you do have a normal mode as well. And yes, it's a tap changer. It looks like that. Very clowny horn. Obviously at the time, this was the second time this one was used, until they used it on Mannheim to Kaiserslautern route. And as I've done with all the others, yes, we will be having a screenshot with this, which could potentially be a thumbnail for the video. I don't know what that will be at this point still. And I will say I haven't driven this much on this timetable. Perhaps I should drive it a little bit more. So, like I've done with them all, I will grab a screenshot, flyby, probably more than one flyby. Get us, why not? Let's do one now. Short one, but I will do one later on as well. I can't remember how many taps there were on this loco. But there, on that one, there's only one horn. Got wipers down there as well, if you didn't know where they were. Obviously on this timetable you do get all the other trains pretty much as you would have on Frankfurt Folder. And just to say, it is just as laggy as anything else, as an ICE comes up the opposite direction. Which is the ICE 3 before anyone says that's the TD. That you get in Dresden to Leipzig, or the same variant anyway. As we're coming off on power, you know what I'm going to do. It's that time to do one of these before the frame rate decides it's going to make everything go blurred. That's a bug and a half. The windows, the inside there a little bit opaquely invisible. Oh well. Something tells me I'm not picking this as the photo. Hello Dovetail, if you're watching this, there's a bug for you. Oh, I'm underground. I'm underground. And while we're here, fly the motors. Fly bike. To say, if you like a fun train to drive, these are fun because of how this foil works. Obviously, this loco first came from Rosenheim to Salzburg, then came out in this gameplay pack, then came with the next route of Mannheim to Kaiserslautern. And that also subsets to multiple routes that have a German passenger trip in them. I do believe these will only do passenger runs. But there. So, I'm going to leave you with this one. Move on into another one. Get a bit ahead of what train and that to fly past as we go back to Britain with another gameplay pack, either Cargo Line Volume 4 or Cargo Line Volume 3, so 3 or 4. And then we will move, as it were, back to a bit more of a different one. As the train moves on, let's move on to the next gameplay pack. Well, we're back in Britain, obviously, and on the West Coast Main Line again. And we've got another shed, obviously. But what are we hauling? Well, I think you can guess which cargo line this will be. Very much easy. Because it is the FKAs. Which I believe now do go onto multiple routes now. They're not just on this route, but hey ho. So we have got lots of different sizes and stuff. Once again, a Skyhook product for gameplay packs. And once again, like a broken record, you're not getting this on Epic Games. Blame Epic Games and not Dovetail. Dovetail picked the packs that they thought is the best. So you're pretty much losing out on content. A lot of content. And yes, we've got breaks are set into freight, so they've taken age to release. And we're on the intermodal timetable, which also comes with the pack as well. Why does it sound like I'm trying to sell you the products? All these bits of content, but oh well. Once again, we won't go far. So we've got 40 miles, but we're not going to do that. We are, in fact, a 4M88, which, if I remember rightly, does mean 40 miles an hour. If I can find my little bit of cheat sheet, but I can't get to it because of where I put it. No, you don't. So no, that is 75 mile an hour fast freight. Ultimately up the West Coast main line, only as far as Milton Keynes. So if you haven't done so already, don't hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Definitely for all Train Sim World 6 content going forward, and obviously a lot of other content as well, because I will get back on to Transport Fever 2 very much after this, not today anyway for myself, but that will return. Sounds like we've still got a break on somewhere. We're going downhill, which kind of doesn't help. We're long, as you can tell. Good we've got a tail lamp on as well. Yep, we've got that bar going in. And an ordinary coupler hook. A screw coupler. So how far are we going? We won't go far because it's a shed. We've been in a shed multiple times. I can't necessarily just go, look at all this, look at that, look at this, because you're not getting anywhere. They're not high enough either, that coupler ain't, because they are literally at an angle, and I will admit the hook itself is not on the hook, but oh well. At least this is a better one than on Frankfurt. As we growl out the way of Wembley Yard, with Wembley Stadium over there. I will admit I actually struggled to find this, so and found it correctly. So yeah. So, obviously this cat was, like Skyhook, part of the cargo line pack. We've still got one more to go. You can guess which one that will be. It will be my first time properly driving on one of them, but oh well. Driving one of them, but it will only be for a couple of minutes. But hey ho, on to that one. spoiler warning, I'm probably not going to might not use another shed. 350. Let's do the one and only fly through the station. Through Wembley. Doesn't look like I've got headlights on, but I have got them on. Please stand behind the other line. Nah. Oh, hello. Basically, like all of the cargo line packs, there is flats in that bike. In that consist, anyway. I do believe this pack actually replaces all of the...
Is that what actually...
Is that out? So, yeah. So these do actually show up, in fact, on multiple routes, not just this and East Coast Mainline South, as it were. I said East Coast Mainline South, didn't I? No, East Coast Mainline Peterborough to Doncaster. And the digger that's never digging can keep doing never mind. Bendel. The reason why I bring that up is because obviously Paul, aka Train Simulator Driver, has said that in a video on things that he doesn't like. So any more proof that the ambassadors will say things that they actually notice that they don't like and say it out loud. I'm not an ambassador, I don't work for Dovetail, before anyone asks. Feel free to do a bit of a poke at Dovetail at my direction. So, you know what? Screenshot time, I think. Once again, it's the wagons we want, but there. So actually, I think we'll go from that angle, go right down to the down, and let's do that, then do that. Field of depth there, and get at least one of the wagons in. Blur the background. And actually, it doesn't look that too bad, actually. Anyway, reset all of that. Do that, so I can get a proper 5.8. Do that. Shoot up here somewhere. Hello, Metropolitan. Goodbye, Metropolitan. And you're tall, but perfect. For that, I think. 10-minute little security camera. So, with this one now flying by, we will move on to the last pack that we shall require to do before going back to the last cargo line pack, which is a definite one, not a usual thing to think about in September, or really October for that matter. You can probably guess what that is. So once again, with the train disappearing, I will disappear onto the next route. See you in a couple of seconds. With the bells, with the engine, with the scenery, with the sounds, I don't think this one needs too much of an interruption. Yep, I'm looking at a Christmas DLC in September. But at least it's not dark, so they're not on. I almost did this one of the scenarios just to get it dark, but oh well. So obviously this is literally just a livery for the Christmas side of things. It's lit up on this side actually. So we won't be on this one for too much time, but hell, I will still do that quickly. So you can see all the Christmas lights as they shoot past. In a blur. And I think, if I remember rightly... Yep, there you go. They do move. Just to point that one out. Those don't, no, but there. And I will have my brake back. There is a 40 coming up. Brake, 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 brake. No need to panic, no need to panic. We're still going to be speeding, but oh well. Something which I can do. There you go. Might as well use the horn sequencer. And now I'm just going to do that now. People are going to wonder, what the heck am I doing some Christmas when I post these on my own social media? This time of year. But oh well. I'm going to get the loco into it though, just so might as well. We'll get a couple of those done, but nothing too special. So that will do. I will flung that speed back up again. And let's say we go up here somewhere. Let's do the bridge, why not? Go up to this bridge here. And we'll have a fly past, and then we will move on to the last pack, which is the Cargo Line of Volume 4. Which you should all guess which that pack is by now. Quite frankly, easily. That pack will need no introduction either, so moving swiftly off of Christmas into a bit more of a better period. With the sound that we have got of a 47, there is only one pack that could be for. Military. As we drive 47411 with large logo. We won't be going that full way up there, so that goes to show how long the route is though, 79 miles. We've got a yellow ahead as well. Don't ask why it's acting like a slideshow. What the hell? Oh. That 47 was off. No, 87 was off, I mean. Didn't sound like we had any flat tyres in that one. I will admit this is the first time I've actually drove anything with the military stuff in it. But obviously this pack does also give great resting layers and scenarios. And spoiler warning, once again, broken record. Sorry Epic Games, you're not getting this pack either. This is obviously on West Coast Main Line over Shap, which is Preston to Carlisle, which will add a new timetable to the route. But if you've also got the 86, that will also layer onto this as well. Once again, obviously, the vehicles have no sign of weapons on them, so they're just vehicles, as you can tell. There is a spoiler warning, yes, there's a mod on PC, so PC exclusive mods are obviously always exclusive to PC. Sadly, they haven't been able to make them on to get them to console yet. Hopefully one day. They have added in, there is a mod out there which does add the weaponry onto the vehicles. The reason why they don't have weapons on them is, don't forget the age rating of the game, it is for everyone. If it was, it would have to be a 16 or an 18 or a rating, which would restrict what content what they might as well have, and reduce who can play the game. Which will probably ultimately, if that happens, increase the price tag of DLCs a lot more than what they are now, and at the same time most likely not have bugs fixed. Let's get into view. Obviously this 47, it doesn't like to have a craggy, but there. Before you ask, yes, AWS is on. But I can't get DRA on, so, oh well. I've touched cab light in this one before, so that's good. So, let's do a quick flyby. Just to point out, yes, there is that what we have got, and one other vehicle, okay? And also, like I said, this goes on to Great Western Express and West Coast Main Line over Shap. They're the only two routes that these will layer onto at current. But who knows, in the future they might layer onto more. Now then, we've probably gone past anyway, but wave Distington. But I will say, I think it's time for one of these. Once again, focusing on what we're holding. but I will try and get the loco in shot a little bit. Depth of viewed. With trespassing around slightly, but all well. Depth here as well. Blur the background out. Let's put that about there. So it actually focuses on a bit more of a further distance instead. And why not? Up the exposure, down the saturation to not have it as too much of a modern era image. Now you can go back to normal. Thank you. So there's a little bit of a colourage to it. Bit of vinyl to it. Keep the brightness there. Add a bit of grain effect to it as well, to make it look a bit more all time. I think that'll do perfect. Once again, that pack, this does have that bug on it. So, what we've got to come down looks like an 87, no, 86. With a buffet in it. So, I'm going to say I will leave it here then, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget the like button, hit the subscribe button. I will give it a flyby before the video will end. But there, so I hope you enjoyed the flyby, and I will see you in the next one, which will be probably back to Train Sim World 6 or Transport Fever. So enjoy whatever comes next. I will mute and you can enjoy.